I'm about to do your Taurus tarot reading for the end of April 2022, and in this Taurus love reading, we're going to take a behind-the-scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. But I also have a special birthday present for you. Taurus, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Taurus tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Taurus love reading for today, because today we are going to take a behind-the-scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. So whoever it is you're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a good hard look at this person, find out what's going on with them here at the end of April 2022, see what you need to know, what your attention and your awareness might need to be brought to about this person. That way you can best navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with them. Now, I'm going to do that by getting 5 cards to represent your person's energy here at the end of April 2022. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on with this person you're romantically connected to. Now, keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. This is a general collective reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. Now, if a personal reading with me is something you're interested in, you can get all the information about my personal readings in the description and the first pinned comment right below this video. And since you're a Taurus and it's Taurus season, I'm actually going to do a drawing to give one free personal reading away to one of my Taurus viewers or subscribers. But I'll tell you more about that in just a second. Now, this, again, is not a personal reading. It's a collective Taurus reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy of a large group of Taurus people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. And that means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every single Taurus person on the whole planet all at the same time, because not every Taurus person on the whole planet is going through the same situation or the same set of energies all at the same time. It's also important to keep in mind in collective readings like this, energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time. Roles get reversed, especially for cross watchers, which means if you're not a Taurus and you're just watching this Taurus tarot reading because you're interested in a Taurus and you want to know what's going on between the two of you, I'm cool with that. Just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards and roles get reversed. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Also, if you're a cross watcher, everything that I'm about to give away to my Taurus viewers and subscribers does not apply to you. This is all for Taurus only here. But I have put together a special Taurus season birthday celebration over at my website at www.unknowntruthtarot.com/Taurus-gift. I put the URL at the bottom of the screen several points throughout this video. But I'm giving away a free personal reading, just like the ones people pay for, where it's a live one-on-one video chat reading with me. I'm also giving away a $25 gift card for anything in my Unknown Truth Tarot shop. So like Taurus kind of crystals, t-shirts, coffee mugs, orgone pyramids, anything I sell in the store, you'll be able to use the $25 gift card for. And the third prize for the drawing is a $10 gift card for my shop. I've put together everything on a web page at my website. You just have to enter your name and email address in to be entered into that drawing. I will select the winners at random on May the 20th, and then I'll notify all 3 winners by email, and I'll post it as a community post on the channel, and I'll email everyone who actually entered the drawing and let them know who the winners were. But in the meantime, in addition to getting entered into the drawing for the free reading or the 2 free gift cards, I'm also giving away a free birthday present to every one of my Taurus viewers and subscribers. So it'd be a choice of 3 different items from my shop. They're all totally free. All I ask is that you help me not go completely broke doing this. I have literally tens of thousands of Taurus subscribers, so it's been a considerable expense in buying all these gifts. I did the same thing for Aries. We just ended Aries season. So the only thing I'm asking is that you help me not go completely broke doing this by covering the small shipping fee so I can afford to send that out to you. I mean, if I send 10,000 of these things out and I have to pay for the shipping, we're looking at almost enough money to buy probably 2 cars. So I can't really afford to do that. But anyway, enough yakking about that. Let's get on with this Taurus reading, Taurus love reading here. Let's get 5 cards for what's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest here at the end of April 2022, please. What does Taurus's attention and awareness need to be brought to about this person they're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or romantically energetically connected to? What does Taurus need to know about this person so they can best navigate the situation they're finding themselves in? Oh, that one, huh? Okay, this one should be interesting. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading, 5 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. 5s are conflict, and swords are about thoughts or communication. So this is some sort of a conflict either in your person's thinking or a conflict in communications, as in like an argument, a fight. Bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons, tongues being used like swords to cut somebody. This can sometimes be an energy of someone who has a winning at all costs type of a mentality. In other words, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to do whatever I have to get what I want. And if you happen to get hurt in the process, well, sorry about your luck, because I'm taking care of me. It can also just at its core represent a very painful, like a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event here. So we got something not so good going on. Happy birthday. Well, maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking here. Right after this 5 of Swords, we have more Aquarius energy of the 6 of Swords. So we're going in sequence here. We're progressing. This card is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind and moving forward toward what it is that they actually want. At its core, it's about moving away from this mentally and psychologically painful situation, leaving that in the past where it belongs and moving forward toward what they actually want. But the woman and the child with the sword stuck in the front of the boat represent, even though they are trying to move forward, they're carrying some burdens or possibly some lessons forward with them. Whatever it is, they're doing it fast here. I've got the fastest knight in the deck next, the Knight of Swords. Now, in a love reading, what I want to see is a bunch of cups, maybe some wands for some passion and desire. Even some pentacles would be fine with me for some, material stability, financial stability. What you don't want to see is a bunch of swords, and I've got 3 swords in a row right here in the overall energy. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something. It's also about rushing forward and taking a rapid, very decisive action on something. Sometimes this can represent a person, like the Knight of Swords is an action taker. He's not the dude, though, who comes rushing in all quick and then has to sit down and read the instruction manual to figure out what to do. He comes in, he takes action, and he gets the hell out of Dodge, and he doesn't even think about it, usually until after he's already done it. So this can be like an impulsive type of an energy, spontaneous type of an energy, someone who just does something and doesn't quite think it through first. And I'll be damned, we got another sword here, the 2 of Swords. This is Libra energy. 2s are about choices or decisions, and this is a decision needing to be made, only it hasn't been made yet, either because your person doesn't have enough information to make the decision yet, or there's something they can't see, hence that blindfold, or there's something that they don't want to see. Sometimes this can be a very stubborn energy. Like the lady here on the card is trying to make a choice, but she can't see what she's choosing between because she's got the blindfold on. She could just lay one of the damn swords down, take the blindfold off, and be able to see what she's doing and make an easy decision. But she chooses not to do that. She doesn't want to see something here. So sometimes this can be a very stubborn energy of someone who impulsively acts and does something that they didn't think through very much. and then they cause some sort of a painful situation, and now there's a choice that needs made, but they're refusing to look at something. Looks like it's a choice about the commitment here. This is Taurus energy. Taurus Major Arcana card, the Hierophant. This is a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level from wherever they are. This is usually about being in a very committed relationship, or getting married, or being in a marriage. So there's some sort of a decision now that needs made about this commitment, probably with you. Maybe with someone else though, because we have the Ace of Cups next. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. Now this can, if you guys have had a breakup, can represent trying to start this connection, trying to start this commitment back over at square one emotionally. But usually this represents a new beginning in love and emotions. That's the overall energy, so that's the gist of what this reading is going to tell me about your person, Taurus. In their actual energy for April 2022, we have the Nine of Swords, the Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So at the very, very beginning, we started off with progressing energy, going from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords. And now when I'm looking at the actual energy for your person, we're starting off with the Nine of Swords. Again, more swords that we don't want to see, but we're ending with the Eight of Swords. So we're going backwards here. We progressed at the beginning, but we're going backwards now. Also, having a Tower in there is not looking so good. None of this is looking good, honestly. This Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. This is fear, worry, anxiety. It's thinking about something so much, with so much fear and worry and anxiety behind their thinking, that it's actually physically stressing them out. You can see the person on the card has their face buried in their hands. They don't want to see the situation. They don't want to face the situation that they're in. It's that bad. This is a card of mental anguish. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords for Taurus's romantic person of interest, please. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Well, on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is a very smart person. It's someone who knows what's going on around them here. This is kind of feeling like your energy right now, though. Even though it's a Libra card, I call this she who knows the truth. You can see by the way she holds her hand out, she's offering to let someone speak their truth. The problem with her is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords, it damn well better match the truth she already knows, because if it doesn't, she's going to use that sword to cut you. She's like the off with your head queen. She doesn't really fool around. She doesn't take any BS. And I think your person is having some serious fear, worry, and anxiety about running into that. She represents speaking the truth on something, but she can also represent cutting off the things or the people that no longer serve you. A lot of times when I see this in a love reading, it represents the severing of a connection. Knight of Cups right under that. Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. This is romantic gestures, romantic offers, trying to move forward with a love offer, trying to move forward in a love connection, trying to advance stuff like that. And then I have the Page of Wands, which is news and messages and communications about passion and desire. So this can be passionate messages being sent around to someone that possibly isn't you. Your person trying to advance a love offer that way. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool. So the Fool is about just taking that blind leap of faith, not thinking about anything at all, just saying, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for it. This is a little bit more toned down version of that. This is more about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. What this is looking like to me is your person has caused some sort of a painful situation and they're being forced to move forward carrying some burdens with them, probably because they acted very quickly, very spontaneously, I guess. Didn't think anything through first, only thought about what they were doing after the fact, and now they've been left with some sort of a decision that they can't make about this commitment with you. And that's because they started some new beginning in love and emotions here. Looking to me like they're having a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety and stress, probably because you cut them off for advancing a love offer and taking the first steps down a new path, doing some passionate messages, that type of stuff. To clarify this Nine of Swords, there's that Ace of Cups again, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and Temperance. Again, we already saw this Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. This can represent wanting to start the connection with you back over at square one. Start it back at the beginning again. Having a lot of fear and anxiety about that. Next, we have the Page of Cups. Again, pages are messengers. So this is news and messages and communications about love and emotions. This is the expressing of feelings. Sometimes this can represent an apology. Your person, though, is not showing up as a king. I've got you showing up as the Queen of Swords. And at best, so far, I've seen them as a knight and a page. Now I've got them as another page again. The page is the least developed, the least mature of the court cards. So this is telling me that they're semi-emotionally immature here. The reason for the fish in the cup is it's like a sleight of hand thing. It's like they don't have the full confidence in their position. Like they don't even want to face the situation they're in. And they don't want to face you. They're afraid of running into this Queen of Swords. They don't want you looking directly into their eyes and seeing what they're really about. So the fish in the cup is kind of like, hey, look over here, not at me. Next, we have the Seven of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card of being defensive about something. These other wands represent other people, their words, their actions, their thoughts, their opinions, all coming at your person and your person trying to defend against that. So this can be about defending against accusations. Could be you're making accusations at them about advancing love offers, about having a new beginning somewhere else, passionate messages, lovey-dovey messages, and them being like, oh, no, I didn't do that. This can represent your person being willing to fight for what it is that they believe in, or fight for what it is that they desire here, being willing to fight for this connection. It can be any of those things, but then we have Temperance as the final clarifier for that Nine of Swords. This is the Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is usually about patience. I don't really feel patience from your person right here. Sometimes this can be about assimilating changes that have taken place. So like the analogy I normally use in my personal readings is like you ever make a cup of coffee and you put too much sugar in it by mistake, and now when you drink it, it tastes like crap and you can't drink it. So you pour some of the coffee out and then you pour some new coffee in it to kind of thin it back out and rebalance it so now it's not too sweet and you can actually drink it. Well, that's kind of what this card means in terms of assimilating changes, where something has clearly happened for your person. They're way off balance. They're way too strong in their head. They're way too strong in their thoughts and their fear and their anxiety and their stress, and they're all out of whack. So this is them trying to balance themselves back out. This can even be an energy of reconciliation. In tarot, love is represented by water, and here the love has been separated into two different cups, and this angel, this divine being, is recombining that water back together, mixing it back together. So it can be reconciling the connection. They could be having a lot of fear and worry and anxiety and stress about whether or not that can happen, whether they can start back at the beginning with you, whether they can fight for this and apologize for what they did, or maybe they've screwed everything up too bad already. This Tower, this is a very abrupt change taking place in your person's life. This is something falling apart for them, something coming crashing down for them. This can represent the ending of a connection with you. This can represent the collapse of a belief system or a mental model of the world they were operating from. In other words, they could have believed that things were going to work out one way, and then something happened to just shatter that belief right in front of their eyes, and now it didn't work out the way they thought it was going to. Tell me more about this Tower, please. Why is the Tower here for Taurus's person? Yeah, my guess is they got cut off by the Queen of Swords for causing a painful situation. Excuse me. I'm all choked up, which I wasn't right before I started this reading. It seems like that's happened to me, like as I've gotten into their overall energy in that first Nine of Swords. What that usually means for me is like my throat chakra is closing off because someone is not telling the truth. Someone has some truth that needs spoken about and they don't really want to speak that. Could be outright lying to you. I did see the Queen of Swords. She already knows the truth. I see this Seven of Wands possibly defending against accusations that are clearly true. Now I see what this tower is about. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is most people's goal in terms of the physical world. This is the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and their resources, combining it all together into one to make this happy, stable, abundant, prosperous home life that we all want. This is like the building a legacy card. A lot of times for me, this card represents people who are married or two people who are living together in that kind of a committed connection, or at the least two people who have been talking about moving in together. And now we have the Three of Swords right under that, which is Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Now that third energy is not always a romantic third party, although it definitely can be. This can be any energy that's not you, Taurus, that's not your person, that's somehow involved in this connection and is causing some heartbreaking situation. So like in my life, my business has its own energy. Anything that we put enough of our time and effort into is going to have its own energy. So my business has an energy. It affects my life. It affects the people that I love and care about. So it can be their business, their career, their job. It can be geographic distance between the two of you. Hell, it could be going to the bar too much, partying too much, watching too much Netflix, eating too many Doritos. It could be any number of things. Nosy friends, nosy family members, anybody sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Or in this case, it very clearly looks to me like a romantic third party. It looks like either you guys lived together or were talking about living together, and that has collapsed now because of a third energy. Yeah, definitely that. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Twos are about decisions, choices. This is a card of balance, but it's more about your person trying to maintain their balance or regain their balance once their balance has been thrown off. I said that here with Temperance. They're out of whack here and they're trying to rebalance themselves. You can see the water in the background is all wavy and rough and choppy. That means their emotions are rough and choppy here. They're emotionally off balance. They're physically off balance. And they've got these two competing options that they're trying to choose between. Usually direct opposites, like things that you can't have at the same time. Like, do I turn left or do I turn right? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Will they take me back? Won't they take me back? And they can't make up their mind, and they're going back and forth about it. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. Now, also in a love reading, this can represent your person trying to juggle more than one person, trying to go back and forth between two different people. And again, I have the strong feeling that is exactly what's happened, because now I have the Ten of Swords. So I'm clarifying the Tower. Something coming apart, and now I have the Ten of Swords. This is a swift, painful ending to something. This is sometimes an ending that they didn't see coming, or maybe you didn't see coming, hence the swords in the back. If he saw it coming, they'd be in his front, not his back. This can also be an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the back. He got stabbed in the back here. And I have another card that can represent an ending right behind that, the World. This is the last card of the Major Arcana. So it's the ending of the Major Arcana. It represents the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of the next cycle. In terms of zodiac signs, it represents the 4 fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Whatever this was, this ending, it looks to me like your person had some side person, somebody else on the side that wasn't you, that they were talking with romantically and passionately, probably acting on that. And it happened very quickly. I saw that with this Knight of Swords here. Very fast moving energy. This is the third fastest energy in the deck. Probably didn't think it through very well before they acted. Now I've got the second fastest energy in the deck, the Eight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. The only energy faster than this is the Chariot, a Major Arcana card. This is like rapid back and forth passionate communication. It could be rapid forward movement on something, rapid progress on something. It can even represent just a whole lot coming at your person at once, like a feeling of just being bombarded and overwhelmed with too much to deal with. This would be like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It's just too much all at once, and it can actually knock you on your ass and blow you halfway down the street. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing here. Six of Pentacles, which I'm getting ahead of myself, is the next card that I'm going to clarify for them. It's also the central card in their energy. So this is Taurus energy. This is a lot of times balance. It's like balancing something back out. It's generosity. It's reciprocity. Like you scratch my back and I scratch yours. You take care of me, I take care of you. Equal give and take. But it can also represent the merchant here giving to two, which I feel like is exactly what your person's doing. Five of Cups under that, Scorpio energy of sadness and remorse about the past. Possible feelings of guilt here. Now, they're focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled out, all the love and emotions that have been spilled out, all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. There's 2 cups right behind them, though, the Two of Cups, which can either represent that there's still a connection with you in the background, or this can represent that there's the Two of Cups in terms of a choice between 2 different people in the background, and they're having all this sadness and remorse and maybe guilt about what they did. 6 of Cups right under that, so we're making progress again, still Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. This is like being focused on the past and feeling what they felt in the past, or being focused on something that they've lost and feeling the loss, focusing on something they don't have and feeling that gap in their life. This is thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be between the two of you. It can even represent someone from the past making a comeback here. So this could be someone that they were having all these emotions and communications with, and looks like they went and did some stuff that they shouldn't have done. If that's this person, it's either someone from their past that showed up again, like possibly someone they were with prior to you. It doesn't even have to be that. It could just be someone that they have known for a period of time. In other words, it's not like a brand new person that they just met spur of the moment and decided to have a fling with. It's someone they already knew. Yeah, 9 of Swords right under that. That's the card that we just finished clarifying a minute ago. Fear, worry, anxiety, thinking about it so much that they're stressed out. Okay, it's just telling me the same consistent story between both decks here. Now to clarify this Tower, everything coming crashing down for your person, 5 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit. This 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. 5s are conflict. This is a card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside, being abandoned, being kicked out, being left out in the cold. This is a breakup card. So I'm seeing the collapse of this stability, this stable, happy home life where you guys are apparently together, or at least talking about being moved in and joined in as one. The collapse of that, I'm seeing a breakup where either they were kicked out or they had to leave, or something bad occurred there. Definitely conflict in the physical world. Next we have the Magician. This is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is someone who has all the tools and abilities and resources to manifest or create from nothing whatever it is that his will desires. He's got all 4 aces on the table in front of him. The aces are the ones of the suits. So the 4 ones, 11, 11, which is not just the number on my shirt, it's the number of manifesting. So this tells me that your person's thoughts and actions manifested this situation. It manifested the breakup. It manifested the Tower coming down and crashing this togetherness here. Their thoughts and actions brought in the third party. They were juggling more than one person. They put everything to an end, and their thoughts and actions have also manifested the situation they're finding themselves in. The pain that they caused you, the pain that they've caused themselves, the fear, worry, and anxiety, and the mental anguish and distress, all of that was caused by their thinking and their actions and what they did here. Specifically, the actions they took were this Knight of Wands, which again, I'm getting ahead of myself, but after I clarify this Six of Pentacles next, I'm going to be clarifying this Knight of Wands. So it's out here again. I'm seeing the same energy showing up over and over and over for your person. This is a wishy-washy, in and out, bullshit kind of an energy. This is someone who's got shifting loyalties. Like they can't stay in one place for too terribly long. They feel like they got to run off and go somewhere else. This is someone who can run in all passionately and get what they want, and then rush out all passionately somewhere else and get what they want. This is often referred to as the player of the tarot deck. Someone who's a player, someone who's trying to get what they want from more than one person and playing both of you going back and forth. Final card to clarify the Tower is the Hermit. This is Virgo Major Arcana energy. This is an energy of withdrawal, isolation. So this tells me that the communication between the two of you is probably non-existent. If there is communication between the two of you, it is nowhere near the same as it used to be. This is not an energy that someone voluntarily chooses. Something happens to put a person into hermit mode. They don't choose to go there. Something forces them there. What usually forces a person here is the Tower, which this is the card I'm clarifying. Another thing that can force them there is this Five of Swords, this painful situation, overall energy of the reading. Another thing that can cause it is this Ten of Swords that I'm seeing here. Or even the Five of Pentacles can cause that, which is the very first clarifier for the Tower. So the only other card I can think of that would cause that hermit mode for somebody is the Seven of Swords, when they're getting lied to and cheated on and snuck around behind their back. Haven't seen that one yet, but based on what I have seen for your person, it looks like that's exactly what they were doing. But this is a card of them being forced to go inside themselves, to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what the hell to do moving forward from here. Central card in your person's energy, Taurus, is that Six of Pentacles. Taurus energy, again, this can represent balance, trying to balance things back out with you. This can also represent the Merchant, which would be your person in this case, giving to two. So tell me more about this Six of Pentacles for Taurus's person of interest, please. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Jeez, you just cannot make this shit up, I swear. On the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. We've already seen this. News and messages and communications about passion and desire. This is your person giving to two and sending passionate messages to someone that's not you. This is the willingness to take the first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. Then I've got the Four of Swords under that, Libra energy. This is the minor arcana version of the Hermit card. So this is not a choice. Something forces your person there. This is a choice. This is about choosing to go inside and do some healing, or choosing to go inside and do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward here. This is like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. This could signify because your person was giving to two and they were doing this passionate messages bullshit, there's a break in the connection. Yeah, Knight of Cups again. Already saw this. Actions toward love and emotions. Romantic gestures. Moving forward with romantic offers and gestures. Trying to advance some love connection. Notice he's carrying the Ace of Cups. That's the very first clarifier out there for your person. Pretty sure I saw the Ace of Cups somewhere underneath here. Yep, I sure did. I'll be damned. In this whole story of the overall energy where they caused something painful, now they're having to move forward and they didn't think about it, and they've got this choice to make about the commitment, only they can't make the choice. I'm starting to feel now like they can't make the choice, not because there's not enough information. I don't think they can make the choice because it's not their damn choice anymore. It's your choice, Taurus. I think you're the Queen of Swords. You probably cut them off. You probably kicked them out. You collapsed the whole tower for them. And now there's a choice that needs made about this commitment that they don't have the power to make, all because they had this new beginning here. So again, he's carrying that cup. And what I said I'll be damned about is the card right underneath that is this Hermit card again, which is the final clarifier for the Tower. So again, signifying that something happened that ended the communication and forced your person to do some soul searching here. Yeah, right under these, the passionate communications and the break in the connection because there was this moving forward in love offers. There's that Queen of Swords again. You put the kibosh on that shit. You cut them right off. Your walls came up. Yeah, you were hurt and defensive because there was stuff going on in the dark that you didn't know about. This Moon card is Pisces energy. It can represent fear, worry, and anxiety. It can also represent a feeling of something being hidden in the dark. Like something's going on that's fishy here, something I can't see, something I don't know about. It can represent secrets being kept. And the secret being kept was the Lovers. Gemini Major Arcana energy. I've seen a lot of Gemini out here. I've got the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords in their energy. We saw the 10 of Swords, all 3 of the Minor Arcana Gemini cards. Now I've got the Gemini Major Arcana card here. You could be dealing with the Gemini. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You got quite a bit of fire out here. You could be dealing with a Virgo, another Taurus. I got another Gemini card here we haven't seen yet. Another fire card here I haven't talked about yet. You could literally be dealing with any sign. This is a general reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to nail down exactly who you are dealing with specifically because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. Collective reading here, so you got to take it as it resonates, and I'm just going to call out all the signs that prominently stick out. That way, in case they have any meaning for you. But this Lovers card is Gemini energy. Yes, it can represent a powerful love connection. But a long time ago, before this card was called the Lovers, it was called the Choice. So it can represent a choice in a powerful love connection. It can even represent a choice between more than one lover. And since the card we're clarifying is the Merchant giving to 2, I've got a player out here. I've seen all kinds of moving forward in love offers, trying to advance that. Passionate communications, lovey-dovey communications with someone that wasn't you. There was something hidden in the dark about the other person, and that led us to the Judgment here. This is a final decision being made. This is you passing your own final verdict and judgment on this person. This is usually a decision about either calling something dead and over with, or a decision about resurrecting it, bringing it back to life, and transforming it in a way that it's not ever going to be this way again. Feeling more like that was a judgment you passed, and as soon as I said that, both of my arms and both sides of the top of my head just lit up with goosebumps. Now, to clarify this 6 of Pentacles, the Merchant giving to 2, very first clarifier, the Tower, that's the card we just got done clarifying. The Ace of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. So this has been a repeating pattern in this reading. Since I clarified the Tower, I'm like, well, I'm getting ahead of myself because I saw the 6 of Pentacles in the story on the bottom of the deck, and that was their next card. And then when I'm clarifying the Tower, I see this Knight of Wands, and I'm like, I'm getting ahead of myself again, but the next card is the Knight of Wands. And now I'm clarifying the 6 of Pentacles, and this last clarifier, the 8 of Swords, is their last card, the 8 of Swords. So it's just been a consistent escalating story all the way through here. This Tower, again, is everything came crashing down for your person because they got found out that they were giving to more than one person. Everything fell apart for them. Looking to the left, they got abandoned, kicked out, cast aside, left out in the cold because they had a new beginning in love and emotions. After the Tower, we have this Ace of Pentacles. This represents a practical, tangible opportunity being presented to your person. This isn't an idea or a concept. It's an actual physical, you can touch it with your hands thing here. They had an opportunity for something physical, and they're thinking about that, and their actions related to that led them to start exchanging lovey-dovey messages, making immature love offers somewhere that they shouldn't have been doing that. So they had an opportunity to do that. They acted on it, hence the Tower coming down. And now they're in this Eight of Swords Gemini energy. This is thinking about something, excuse me, there's my throat closing off again. Thinking about something over and over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind. Not being sure what the safe step to take is. Can't see everything around them. They're blindfolded here. They're not sure what to do about this situation now, and they're feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because they don't know what to do. If this Nine of Swords is mental anguish, this is very, very definite overthinking on something, like being stuck in their head and can't shut their mind off about something. Not a pleasant spot to be in. I think what they're trying to think about and figure out what the safe step to take is here is how to get to this spot where they can defend themselves, where they can fight for what it is that they want. They can fight for the connection with you. And the reason they can't seem to figure that out is because their actions that they took. Rushing off passionately somewhere else, being a player, wishy-washy, back and forth. They can't make up their mind what they want to fight for. They just know that they don't want to be caught, they don't want to be held guilty, they don't want judged, they're trying to be defensive about it. Next in your person's energy, Taurus, is that damn Knight of Wands again. Wishy-washy, in and out, back and forth, shifting loyalty. And again, probably someone who's not telling you the truth. My throat chakra keeps shutting down on me here. This is someone who did some stupid shit, is what this is. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands, please. Why is the Knight of Wands here for Taurus's person? You cannot make this stuff up. I wish I could make these kind of stories up, because I swear to you, I would just move to Hollywood and I would write screenplays and I would be filthy freaking rich. Bottom of the deck, there's that Ten of Pentacles again. Virgo energy. The combining together of two people, two families, all their assets and resources, and your person was being a player in the midst of that. So this feels like either you guys were married and they were being a player, or you guys physically lived together, or at the very minimum were talking about it, talking about moving in together, making plans for something like that. Yeah, so I've got that type of an energy here. And your person being a player while living with you, it seems. And the very next card is the Fool. Again, this is about taking that blind leap of faith on something. It's card 0 of the Major Arcana. The first card of the Major Arcana. The beginning of that. Also the beginning of the whole tarot deck. So this represents a new beginning on something. They're in the completion stage of most people's goal in the physical world. And then they take risks outside the connection, risk-taking behavior. They start a new beginning. They just said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it, and I'll worry about how to fix this on my way down. I'll worry about growing wings on the way down. Again, back to this whole Knight of Swords, like very spontaneous, didn't think it through at all. I mean, clearly didn't think it through. Just the wand stood up and pointed, and they followed the wand. And here's that Five of Swords, which is the overall energy, Aquarius energy. They caused a very painful situation. Not just mentally and psychologically painful for them, although it very clearly is, but probably mentally and psychologically painful for you too. Yeah, because of the Three of Swords. Way too many damn swords here. Heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. In this case, it is most definitely a romantic third party. Most definitely. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, juggling more than one person. Leading to the Ten of Swords, more Gemini energy. A swift, painful ending, an ending that someone didn't see coming. Probably them, because they didn't expect to get caught. You probably didn't see it coming because they were doing stuff behind your back, keeping secrets from you. And this can also represent an ending in betrayal, leading to a severing. Same consistent story over and over again. To clarify this Knight of Wands, I got the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles again, and the Five of Wands. So I got two sixes in a row here. Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. Again, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, the good old days, the way things used to be between the two of you. It can also represent someone from their past making a comeback, and them rushing off all passionately in their direction. At the very minimum, when they did this action taking toward passion and they ran off being a player, it was not some brand new person that they just met. It's either someone from their past or someone that they have known for a period of time. Could be someone that they worked with, could be just someone that they already knew. Doesn't feel like a brand new person. Next, we got that Six of Pentacles. Again, that's the card that I just clarified. So this is like the third time I've seen this card. The Merchant giving to 2. So it's telling me twice here that the person they were running around with passionately and the person that they were giving to in addition to you is someone from their past. Like I said, it doesn't have to be someone they were in an actual relationship with prior to you. It could just be someone that they have known for a period of time. Final card to clarify that Knight of Wands is the Five of Wands. Leo energy. Again, fives are conflict. This is a conflict in the desires. This is an internal conflict where a piece of them wanted one thing and another piece of them wanted pretty much the opposite thing, and they played this internal battle of tug of war inside what it is that they want. So this is a wishy-washy in and out energy. In the clarifiers, I saw the Two of Pentacles, which is a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. This is a very conflicted type of an energy here. This is like a piece of them wanted you, Taurus, and another piece of them wanted this other person that they have some passion and desire for, and there was a tug of war there, and they just went with it. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck. The only knight faster than this is that Knight of Swords that we see right here, where they just didn't think it through, they just did it. The final card for your person. Before we get to that, please remember to go get your Taurus birthday present for me. It's at unknowntruthtarot.com/Taurus-gift. You can get entered into the drawing for a free personal reading where it's just you and me one-on-one on a live video call. You can get a free $25 gift card, a free $10 gift card, and in addition to entering in the drawing, you also get an actual free birthday present that I will send out to you, ship it right to you. Again, all I ask is that you cover the shipping on that because I've gone through a considerable expense in buying these gifts. But Eight of Swords is their last card. This is more Gemini energy. This is thinking about something over and over and over again. We've already seen this. Can't shut their mind off about it. Not sure what the safe step to take is and feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked. This is overthinking something, being stuck in their head. This is also a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts. Again, going back to this Magician, their thinking and their actions manifested the entire situation that they're finding themselves in. Their thinking created this prison that they're in. Their actions created this prison that they're in. This is a self-imposed prison. They put themselves here. Tell me about this Eight of Swords for Taurus's person. What is it that they're grinding on here? What are they thinking about so much? Wow. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords, Libra energy. Taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, choosing to go inside themselves to do some healing or to do some very serious thinking about how to move forward from here. After a judgment here. So they're stuck in their head grinding on the fact that there's a break in your connection. They're in a mentally and psychologically painful situation that they want to leave behind and move forward toward what it is that they want. This card is kind of about like, let's leave the past in the past where it belongs and move forward. Leave that rough stuff behind and move forward toward what we want. There's definitely a break in the connection. This judgment card is that's why there's a break, because you passed your final verdict in judgment on this. That's what brought the tower down. It looks to me very clearly like you cut them off, you severed this, you kicked their ass out because they were being a dummy, they were being a player. Now this can also represent reconciliation energy here. So during this break, They're stuck in their head grinding, trying to figure out, how do I get this back? How do I resurrect this connection with Taurus? How do we bring this back to life, call it back from the grave, and transform this so it's never going to be this way again? If your person, it doesn't seem like they're communicating with you. I've seen the Hermit twice. I've got a Page of Wands here. This is news and messages and communications about passion and desire. Them communicating to you about them wanting to reconcile this, get back together, resurrect this connection. The Moon, though, fear, worry, and anxiety about doing that. Feeling like there's something hidden in the dark from them, like there's something that they can't see, which I get that here with this Eight of Swords. There's a person blindfolded on the card. They can't see everything. Also, I saw I have this Two of Swords. Person blindfolded on the card. Notice how prevalent the Moon is on that card. There's something that they don't know, and it's probably how you are going to react here. They're having some fear, worry, and anxiety because they can't see the path that they're on. They can't see the full path ahead of them. They don't know if they're on the right path. They don't know what the safe move to make is here, what the safe step to take is. Did I go off course so bad? Is this, I mean, we've got the Tower out here 2 times. This is almost like an energy of, I can't really see if I've screwed this up so bad that it's unfixable at this point. And they're fearful and worried here and stuck in their head. Now, this can also represent secrets being kept, and they're grinding on the secrets that they kept, which is what created this whole situation here. And there's the Lovers right under those secrets being kept. So this is, now they're probably viewing you as the Lovers, but this is fear and anxiety and worry about the choice in this connection. Also fear and worry and anxiety about the fact that there is a choice between more than one lover. And the fact that your walls are up now. This is Sagittarius energy. 9 of Wands is being walled off and defensive. It's also a card of healing, though. That's the wounded warrior. He's been hurt. Hence the wall he's built around himself. He's trying to protect himself. He doesn't want to get hurt anymore. He doesn't want to keep getting hurt. So he's built this wall as a defense mechanism so that he stops getting hurt and can heal and get his energy right and move forward in the next step in his journey. Now, to clarify this Eight of Swords, all this thinking in circles that your person's doing where they can't shut their mind off. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Already saw that Hierophant card right here under the decision that needs made and hasn't been made. It's a decision about this commitment with you. Again, this can be a marriage card. I've seen that 10 of Pentacles a couple of times, which can be people who are married. It could just be that this was a very serious commitment in your connection where you lived together or were going that route. And now there's a decision, and I don't think that they can make the decision because it's not their damn decision anymore. They've screwed this up to the point where you stepped in and made the decision for them. Like, look, dude, you had this new beginning in love somewhere else, and I'm done. Communication has shut down here. So now they're doing soul searching. They're stuck in their head worrying about this 10 of Cups. This happy fairy tale ending that we all want. Happy fairy tale love connection that we all want. This is most people's goal in love and emotions and relationships. Just like that 10 of Pentacles we saw is most people's goal in the physical reality. This is 2 people who are happy and emotionally balanced and stable and fully in love with each other, together making a happy family. I feel like you guys probably had that at some point in time until this bullshit went on. The other thing that they're stuck in their head grinding on and can't really shut their mind off about is the 3 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. I don't think I told you this is Pisces energy. This is Cancer energy. It's usually reconciliation. It's about being reunited and celebrating. It can also represent a third-party love connection because we do have 3 cups of love in the picture here. Right directly next to that is the Merchant, your person, giving to 2, which, again, he had an opportunity to do that, and he decided to think and take actions in that vein, and that led him to do some premature, immature, lovey-dovey stuff that should not have done. Final card to clarify this Eight of Swords for your person is the Hierophant. We already saw that. Taurus, major arcana card, a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level. It's about being in a committed relationship, even to the point of marriage here. So your person is trying to grind and figure out what to do moving forward about the decision that was made to end all of this, trying to figure out a way to get this resurrected and brought back to life so that they can have this happy fairy tale ending with you, so they can be reunited with you, and so that they can get the commitment back with you. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.